I don't think it's any exaggeration to say that people watching this video are going to save potentially many thousands of dollars on insurance costs over the course of time, as well as avoid potentially endless headaches from legal hurdles and other hassles that come with working with uninsured subcontractors. This video is all about the general contractor, the builder, the flipper, the remodeler, anyone who hires uninsured subcontractors or wants to. We're going to talk about the solution, the final solution for dealing with that and the exposure that comes to your business with uninsured subcontractors right after this. All right, before we jump into the content, I was told by one of our subscribers, one of our clients, that I'm not a legitimate guru if I don't have a picture with me in a Lamborghini. So here you go. Here's the prerequisite I'm an insurance guru picture. Enjoy. And oh, by the way, for our other sub that said I demand a tiger in this video, well, there you go. There's your tiger right there. Enjoy. So, kind of jump to the content now. Awesome. Let's get started. All right, folks, we all know the hurdle. We all know the dilemma that comes into play when you've got a quality subcontractor, a tradesman who does great work. They're just not a legitimate business. They don't have an LLC. They don't have insurance. They're not running a legitimate operation like you are, but they're really good at their craft. You're stuck as a business owner, as someone in construction and real estate, because you can use them and bring them into your operation, and it just opens up a massive amount of exposure and potential cost for you later if something happens with them. But if you don't use them, you're losing out on high quality work done at low cost. I can't tell you how many times I've had conversations in the past with my GC and flipper and builder clients saying, yeah, I know they don't have insurance, but they do really good work and they're cheap. I'm going to use them anyway. And they just look the other way and hope that nothing goes wrong. And I know you've heard this before, but hope is not a strategy and optimism is not a plan. So I wanted to roll this out to you guys. We've been working on it for a few weeks with a couple of our carrier partners that specialize in providing general liability insurance for businesses, for folks in construction, in real estate. I'm talking to you, the paper GCs, where all your labor is subbed out, your builders, your flippers, the remodelers that are watching this video right now. Here's the solution. First thing I need to discuss is exactly how the general liability policy works as far as the rate and how it is constructed. Because if you don't understand the basic class codes and how your premium is determined, then you probably won't care about exactly what I'm talking about here. So we're going to pull this up on the screen right here. This is the class code listing for a general liability policy that we wrote yesterday. It's for a flipper who does everything through sub labor. They don't do any in-house labor at all. And you see here where it says $785,000 in sub labor. An executive supervisor, that is the class code. And you'll see there 91580, contractors, executive supervisors, or executive superintendents. And you look down below 91585 for subcontracted work, and 91583, it's a different category of subcontracted work. Both of those are included. That's a very big point because you'll see there's not any other listings for other class codes that are done. You know, carpentry, cabinet installation, electrical, plumbing, drywall, sheetrock, and any of these trades that are involved in building, flipping, general contracting work in general. Everything is included here because behind the scenes, what you're not seeing right here is an application submitted by our client that details exactly the work that is being done projected to be done for the year, including each trade and the sub that is performing each trade and the estimated amount being paid out to each sub. Now here's the kicker. More than half of those subcontractors are uninsured. Those uninsured subcontractors are simply being absorbed into the program under the class code for executive supervisors. And as long as they are reported and estimated, then there's covered without any incident whatsoever. Now, those of you that have been around for a while, or you have larger operations, you know exactly how big of a pain in the butt it is dealing with the audit at the end of the year, because a lot of carriers get all up in your business and want all kinds of documentation when it comes time for audit. They want payroll and receipts to subcontractors. They want a P&L for your sales. Audit can be a massive pain in the butt, depending on where your carrier is. Now, the beautiful thing about this program is the only auditable piece of data is your sales. They're not looking into payroll and sub cost and anything else at the end of the year. The only thing they're going to ask you for is a P&L statement so they can verify sales against projected. What does this mean for you, the GC, the flipper, the builder, the remodeler, anyone who's hiring a subcontractor? It means that you can take the exposure of the uninsured subcontractor, I should say, bring that in-house under your insurance program and actively manage it to make sure that it's done correctly and you have no exposure whatsoever. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't have to carry the cost for that because there's nothing stopping you from passing an administrative cost recovery fee back to your subcontractor as a part of your sub agreement. There's nothing in the state of Texas, at least, that stops you from passing a component of your insurance cost onto your subcontractor. It's kind of like a triple net lease for a commercial building owner. You can take that added cost of actively managing the uninsured subs under your own program and controlling it and making sure that it's done correctly, and then take that cost and push it right back to the sub and tell them, hey, don't worry about insurance. I know you don't have insurance, and that's fine. I'm taking care of it for you. You're going to see a $300 recovery on whatever I pay you. So let's say you owed the sub $5,000, you pay them $4,700 instead. That $300 is an administrative cost recovery fee. The sub is happy because they don't have to mess with insurance, and you don't have to hound them about the insurance. And you're happy because you have a fully covered subcontractor at zero net cost to you. If this sounds like a good idea for you and your business, if you don't currently have the ability to have your uninsured subcontractors actively accounted for and removed as an exposure, a threat to your business, then you should probably call RiskWell, because as far as I know, there's nobody in our market that's doing something like this for the GCs and flippers and remodelers and builders, anybody who's hiring uninsured subcontractors or wants to. So drop me a line, call me at the office. My phone is 469-678-8001. Email is james@riskwell.com. And that's it, boys and girls. Please remember, life is risky. Risk well.